Well, it is a quiet evening out at Lambert. Here we are about 10:30, and you don't see a lot of planes at Terminal 2. There's been some active weather out to our west and up to our north today. It's been impacting some of the major airports across our region, like Kansas City, up towards Chicago. All right, let's get into it. Here's what we're dealing with. Warm air certainly in place. Temperatures still in the 70s around St. Louis. Really, we're not going much below 70. The only exception to that might be with these showers and thunderstorms that have trudged just south of Kansas City. They are weakening. Now, they were a lot more impressive early on. The tornado watch is about to expire here before midnight. But, you know, the storm's coming through Sedalia. Now, we still have cloud-to-ground lightning there. The storms overall are showing signs of weakening. They're not as strong as they were. There's still some pretty good lightning and thunder in there, and maybe there's some pea-sized hail. The one down towards Cole Camp, that may have a little bit of wind with it. This storm here also could as well. Here's what's expected to happen with that, with the high-resolution modeling, which is slow to catch on to this tonight, but basically as it pushes towards us, it weakens considerably. That's not to say that there won't be a rumble or two of thunder here as we head towards, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But the chances of that, of it being severe, it does not look like that's a concern for us overnight tonight. So we don't see that as being a problem, and we're not going to worry about that tonight. Now, if you hear thunder, you want to find out what's going on, the live radar 24/7, it's always streaming on our app. That's the QR code, but you probably are already in that vicinity if you're watching this. Here you go Tuesday. Temperatures upper 80s, close to 90 degrees. Not going to discount the possibility that it actually hits 90. Southwest wind gusting to 25. We do think there's a little more sunshine on the way tomorrow compared with what we saw today. So there's that little disturbance air sliding through. You have more intense thunderstorms here moving out of Minnesota into Wisconsin, moving across Lake Michigan now. And then you look back out to the west, and here's that energy that came ashore on Sunday out in Northern California. It's working its way through the Four Corners region as it spills out and comes to the north and east. This is our next weather maker, particularly for Wednesday. And that'll be our best shot Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night of seeing showers and thunderstorms. Not that there won't be an isolated storm around here on Tuesday. There could definitely be a spot shower or thunderstorm, but the chances for rain on Tuesday are only about 15% or so. So we just don't think it's a big deal. Upper 80s, close to 90, gusty winds. Doubtful we'll see any rain. Here's your futurecast in the afternoon. In fact, pretty bright skies. Going into the evening, still thinking we're pretty quiet. Now, there is the potential we'll see something trying to make a run at us again from the Kansas City area. It appears as though it will fizzle and fade as we go through the overnight hours, Tuesday night into early Wednesday. There may be some more activity that tries to make a run at us during the morning on Wednesday. It's also kind of weakening as it pushes in. And this, if we do have some morning showers around on Wednesday, that also turns the atmosphere over and keeps the instability from getting as high as it might otherwise be. So as we head into the afternoon and evening hours, while there will be some more showers and thunderstorms that develop, then the probabilities that they're severe, if we have that morning activity and extra cloud cover, maybe a little bit lower. We think the greatest risk is still to the north and west of St. Louis. And once we transition towards 9, 10, 11 o'clock Wednesday night, we're thinking at that point the severe threat will be easing if, in fact, it materializes and we get into more of rain with some embedded rumbles of thunder, which will surge through the area overnight Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. And Thursday will feature all of the rain moving away from us. So this is for Tuesday into Tuesday night. So 7 a.m. Tuesday to 7 a.m. Wednesday, Chicago, Milwaukee, back to the Quad Cities, Des Moines. This is where your greatest severe weather risk is and where most likely there will be some tornadoes as we go into Tuesday. The risk area does include St. Louis, but it's a greater risk off to our west. As we push into Wednesday, Again, the level 2 risk is to the north and west of most of us. It stretches into about Bowling Green. The rest of us are level 1 risk, which means maybe an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm. There's quite a bit of uncertainty as to whether the ingredients will actually be available and interact with each other to create severe thunderstorms Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. So, with that in mind, we still have our weather impact alert. Unlike other weather impact alerts where, your meteorology friends are really concerned about what's going to happen and how strong the storms are going to be, we don't see this as being a widespread, bigger problem based on everything we're seeing right now. But there is a chance there'll be some gusty winds and some large hail, and we might have a few of those storms that do get to severe levels. So we still are having trouble with the exact timing and if those ingredients are going to come together. So just keep up to date on the forecast. Make sure you're staying up to speed on what's going on. This is kind of our storm energy, our available energy for the storms. It's in the shading, and then we have our jet stream winds over it. Where they're co-located, there's the potential you can get some stronger storms. You see the storm energy, the storm fuel, if you will, is highest during the afternoon and early evening, and then it really starts to fade. And also the other thing you notice is those jet stream winds, they're not as widespread across our region. Now, we'll see what happens as we go into this time frame. But, again, it's not a lock that we're going to have severe weather. But Wednesday's our weather impact alert day. Thursday, morning showers east and southeast of St. Louis. Friday's another really warm day. We'll have showers in here later Friday night into Saturday. We may be too warm on Saturday's high. Let's look at this weekend's forecast. So as we go into Friday morning, we have a storm system developing out over the plains. It's going to start sliding towards the east. As it does so, we see showers and thunderstorms develop along that, especially later Friday night. This is more likely that it'll be after midnight Friday night and into Saturday morning. And because of the timing of this coming through, it's less likely we would see severe weather with this kind of time frame. And by the way, that is snow up into parts of Iowa. Areas that saw severe weather today, we'll likely see it tomorrow, could have a little snow on the ground by Saturday afternoon. What that's also going to do is deliver some really chilly air. 66 on Sunday for the high, and Monday morning, high pressure will settle over us. The skies will be mainly clear. The air is dry and chilly. We're thinking 39 for the low temperature in town, and that very well could translate to some mid-30s and areas of frost in outlying areas. So if you normally are one of those colder spots that sometimes is subject to those, late season frost or freeze, you just may want to hold off this weekend in planting anything that is too sensitive until after we get through this cool snap Sunday and into Monday morning. Once that's gone, I think we're probably okay at that point. All right, that'll do it for us tonight. We'll keep you updated on everything that's going on as we continue to monitor these storms moving towards central portions of Missouri.